What's going on, buddy? Bob's taking back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you, or I'm going to be reviewing iOS 14 on the iPhone 6s. So, a couple of weeks ago, iOS 14 has released fully and publicly to most of the iOS users. As a matter of fact, if you are a beta tester, you would actually have gotten the full update way earlier than everybody else. Actually, it was like a day earlier. But right now, I'm testing iOS 14 on the iPhone 6s. Now, I usually don't do videos like this, so if I tend to stutter a lot, it's because I don't know exactly what to say. I'm basically just reviewing an iOS version on an older iPhone. But in today's video, I'm actually going to put this through a series of tests, through the speed test, the camera test, and maybe even a graphics test. So first off, we obviously have the iOS 14 widgets that were introduced in iOS 14 Beta 2, I believe. If not, it was Beta 3. These little widgets are very convenient, they give us a weather widget, a music widget, a calendar widget, and a clock widget. To edit our widgets, all we have to do is hold down on the home screen and tap this plus button. From here, we have a wall of widgets we can add for photos, clocks, notes, news, maps, and even Siri suggestions, such as in stocks, reminders, screen time, tips, and podcasts. You can even add these things called smart stacks, which are actually really cool, and they give us a series of things to scroll through. For example, we have news, we have our recent highlights, our maps, and stuff like that. So these ones are really, really cool. We also were given the ability to hide our pages, meaning that if there was a page we wanted to hide, we can simply do so by holding down on the screen, tapping the page dots. It's very hard to tap. Tapping the page dots and just check marking the pages that we hid, or uncheck marking the ones we want to hide. And it is very simple to do, and it's actually very useful. If, for example, if there's apps that you need, for like, there's apps that can change your widgets that I'll be showing you in just a second. There's apps that can change your widgets, and stuff like that, and if you don't want to see those because they're probably taking up space, you can just hide your pages. Another cool thing is the app wall. This was introduced just in beta. This was actually introduced in beta 1, where we can just scroll down and find the suggestion of apps. This reminds me of a tweak called Vesta. That's very, very good. Ignore those. Now, in the betas, we'd get this thing called feedback that we weren't able to delete because technically we were a developer when having these apps. But now, as it's a public release, you can just easily remove these apps and we no longer need feedback. Now, let's go ahead and switch camera angles and let's test the speedness of the phone. So this is just going to be a very simple speed test. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to lock both of the devices. This is my iPhone 8, this is my brother's iPhone 6s, and we're going to be testing the speed. First off, I just want to test the speedness of how they unlock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the passcode on this device, and we are just going to press the home button to see how fast they unlock. Give me just a second here. And after we're done removing everything, the speed test can tell us a little bit about how this works. I've gotten a lot of people saying that iOS 14 doesn't run very well on the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 7, but I can actually prove them wrong, as it runs okay on my brother's 6s, and there's nothing slow about it. The fact that it may slowly open apps, it may open some apps very slowly, but other than that, it is perfectly fine. Now that my passcode is turned off, we can go ahead and do this test. So we're going to lock the device, and we're just going to press the home button on both of them, and you can see that they actually both opened up pretty fast there, and I actually wasn't able to tell who's opened up better. I'm going to try to do the focus a little bit different, because every time the brightness goes up on each device, the camera gets blurry. So let me just turn the brightness down on each, and let's lock these. And so you can definitely tell that the iPhone 8 was a little bit faster. So this just means that the processing power in the iPhone 8 is just a little bit better. We're going to go ahead and open an app. Let's go ahead and open up the settings. So you can see they both opened up pretty quick, but the settings on the iPhone 8 was definitely a little bit faster. If some of these aren't faster than I think it is, then let me know in the comments below, because I could be wrong about most of this. Let's open up the App Store, where it has more stuff to load. And without a doubt, the iPhone 8 running iOS 14 definitely wins. This is running iOS 14.2, but will be later downgraded tonight for a video I have planned for tomorrow. So you can see that it runs pretty good on each device, but the iPhone 8 was definitely faster. Let's go ahead and let's do a bigger speed test with a bigger app. Let's both open YouTube. 3, 2, 1. And you can, yeah, it looks like the iPhone 8 definitely won here. So the iPhone 8 definitely beat this, beat the iPhone 6. Let's go ahead and open up another big app. Let's do Twitter. We're going to open up Twitter on both the devices. And as you can see, the iPhone 8 won immediately. That was very fast. Let's do Apple Music on both the devices. The iPhone 8 won very quick. So again, everything is basically the same in iOS 14 for every device, with the same widgets, the hiding screens. Nothing is too different. Let's go ahead and let's do a camera test. I know iOS 14 doesn't change the cameras at all, but it would change how it looks maybe. Okay, so from what it looks like, it does not look like that iOS 14 and iOS 14.2 Beta 1 have a big difference at all. And let me show you, this is on iOS 14.2 Beta 1, because this one... So this is the iPhone 6s, this is my brother's phone, which is running iOS 14.2 Beta 1, and this is my iPhone 8, which is actually just running iOS 14, but earlier today it was running iOS 14.2. If you follow my Twitter, you'll see the whole story behind me downgrading, and it was a long process. I almost lost my phone. Alright, well there you have it. iOS 14 on the iPhone 6s. Is it bad? Not really. It's definitely a little bit slower than iOS 13, but if you have an iPhone 6s and you want to update to iOS 14, I'm not stopping you. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, because every sub makes a difference to everyone's YouTube channel, and it also just makes you a nice person. So, sub to the channel, especially if you want more videos like this, and I have a very good video coming soon, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like it. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video when we jailbreak this iPhone 6s on iOS 14 with checkerain. Peace.